Hello, dear friends. Hope you all are doing well. So, optional as well as CSE 22 mains are over now, and yeah, at that time I was like so much tired. I didn't take out the time to elaborate that paper too, but even I was feeling very much happy. I also updated in the group कि yes, whatever I taught in the even algebra and analysis part, na, happiness lies there only. Because in the paper one, when the question I came out, na, integrating factor wala, e is for PDX. Actually, in any class, in any lecture, I say कि you should know about how to find that integrating factor. Okay, so in the compulsory part, what questions they have asked, I am happy कि those are from the class notes. So yes, let's continue our lecture series. uh, People may think कि sir you are putting efforts only on the theoretical. Yes, someone commented or like messaged कि sir you are elaborating theory very well. I'm very happy. I never studied like this. But sir, please solve some numericals also. So अरे भाई, I told you ना, this is a grand lecture series. Everything will be included. I'm saying everything. So first, the pattern is to understand the depth of that topic. So to understand the depth of any topic, we need to understand the flow. Let's say we are studying the real analysis. So real analysis के अंदर we have discussed the set theory वाला part. Questions I have already done, that you accepted also. If anyone new to the lecture, they can follow, they can join that Telegram group, or they can subscribe this channel or क्या end. So today I'm gonna discuss problems regarding real sequences. What? Problems regarding sequences. Theoretical concepts all are elaborated very well. So this lecture is gonna be 1 hour, 2 hour or 30 minutes, I don't know. I will finish all those problems on the board. आपको लगेगा कि सर ये वाला मुझे आता था, तो आई सजेस्ट यू 2x पे देख लीजिए, ठीक है? मतलब स्पीड बढ़ा दीजिए. So let's start. So this lecture is problem discussion for the chapter real sequences. Okay? So what topic I taught you? We will move in that sequence only. Sequences पढ़ रहे हैं ना? So first I told you definition of sequence. What is limit and what is limit point? What is limit superior and inferior? See, I told you about the limit. Knowingly I had out the limit point and limit superior, because whenever I will be dealing the questions here, that will be automatically coming in that. So the part 1 of the problem discussion is from the definition. Okay बच्चे, चलो let's take. अच्छा, people who are following this lecture series, I also suggested to go through those PDF, or you can follow the Malik Arora book. One book you will have to follow. End of the day, lecture notes you have, from that you can revise, but for exercise purpose you can follow some book. Okay, so let's take some question. Part 1 definition वाले part से. Okay, so let's say I have a sequence an equals minus 1 raised to the power n upon n, where n belongs to n. Fine. So what I told you in the lecture, कि we first realize what is the first term of the sequence, what is the second term of the sequence, and so on. So step 1 dear, अगर मैं कहूँ a1 will be minus 1 upon 1, a2 will be 1 upon 2, a3 will be minus 1 upon 3, a4 will be plus का 1 upon 4, and so on. So evidently this sequence an is nothing but minus 1, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and so on. Clear? So from the definition what I taught you dear, कि try to represent terms of the sequence on the real line. Let's say this is a point x equals to 0 on the real line. Now where is, suppose that this is the point 1 and suppose that this is the point minus 1. Okay dear, so this is my real line. Fair enough? So where is x1, where is x2, where is x3, where is x4? बात समझ आ रही है या नहीं? Where is x5 minus the 1 by 5? This is x5. So what will happen after 100 terms dear? You will be having either minus 1 upon 100 or plus का 1 upon 100. Have or not? That is very closer to 0. So what will happen कि after some finite number of terms, क्या होगा दोस्त यहाँ पे? The sequence के terms will be condensated at the point x equals to 0. So this will become l equals to 0 is the limit of the sequence a n. Any doubt? किसी को भी? Fine. So what I will say कि this sequence a n converges to 0. This is from the definition part. Okay बच्चे? चलो. Now, what the concept I left behind is limit point. So if I take a sequence a n equals minus 1 का power n belongs to n. So इस केस में क्या होगा बच्चे? x1 कहाँ जाएगा? x3 and so on. x2 if this is the point 1, x2, x4 and so on. So when लिमिट पॉइंट के बारे में क्या बोला था? याद कीजिए सेट थियरी से. I told you the limit point. What I taught you? Any neighborhood of that point should contain infinitely many points. याद आया? So minus 1 is a limit point of this sequence if minus 1 के neighborhood में, please listen carefully, if at minus 1 there are infinite number of terms of the sequence xn. So minus 1 will be a limit point of this sequence an. Similarly plus 1 पर भी infinite number of terms are there. So plus 1 is also a limit point of this sequence an. Clear है अभी? Here 0 contains infinite number of terms. Yeah, you can say at x equals to 0 there are infinite number of terms of this sequence. So 0 is the limit point of this sequence an. Clear है? So a sequence may have unique limit point, may have more than one limit point. If a sequence have unique limit point, then limit point itself is called the limit of that sequence. Remind करके देख लीजिए. If limit point is not unique for some sequence, then that sequence does not converge. Getting clear है अभी? So a convergent sequence has unique limit point and that limit point itself will become the limit of that sequence at which sequence will converge. In case of a sequence has more than one limit point, then that sequence does not converge. Clear है अभी? It comes under the category of divergent and divergent has two categories itself, oscillatory sequence or diverging to infinity or minus infinity. Oscillating में भी oscillates finitely, oscillates infinitely. Clear है अभी? Terms are clear? चलो. So this is the observation वाले questions. So from the exercise 1 of this Malik Arora book, the first exercise will be depending on such observations. One more term you will face, limit superior of a sequence and limit inferior of that sequence. चलो इसको भी बता देते हैं यहां पर. What happens dear if I take a set, समझना, in which an is the first element, an plus 1 is the second element, an plus 2 is the third element and so on. Fair enough? Any doubt? I take this set, I take another set which starts from an plus 1, an plus 2 and so on. Similarly, I can start a set an plus 2, n plus 3 and so on. Clear? What I do, let's say, please be on the board. एक बार clear हो गया तो everything will be fair. Let's say infimum of this set is small s1. Let's say infimum of this set is s2. Let's say infimum of this set is s3 and so on. Clear बात समझ में आई? Similarly, I can talk about, let's say capital S1 is supremum and small s1 is infimum. Similarly S2 here, similarly S3 here and so on. Now what I can think of is कि ये जो आपके पास एक नया सेट बनेगा, इससे let's say small s1, small s2 and so on, एक इस कैपिटल वाले से नया सेट बना दूं, s1, s2, s3 and so on. What it is dear? I repeat, क्योंकि लिमिट infimum और लिमिट supremum sometimes they can touch in the CSE exam, so that's why we like, it's my duty to tell you. Also there is an exercise, so I am telling you. So what you do, you start the sequence, suppose that from A2, तो A2, A3, A4 एक सेट मिला, take out infimum of that set, take out supremum of that set, write another set from A3 onwards, A3, A4 and so on. इसका infimum लो, supremum लो and say on. Continue. Now have another collection, let's say small s equals and capital S equals. क्या किया इसमें से? infimum लिया. ठीक है बच्चे? अब मैं क्या करता हूं, प्लीज बी ऑन द बोर्ड बिकॉज दिस इज लाइक, एक बार समझ आ गया तो काम हो जाएगा. अब इस सेट का सुप्रीमम ले लो और इस सेट का इनफीमम ले लो. बात समझ में आ पा रही है या नहीं? कलेक्शन ऑफ इनफीमम्स, देन टेक द सुप्रीमम ऑफ दैट. कलेक्शन ऑफ सुप्रीमम्स, देन टेक द इनफीमम ऑफ दैट. क्लियर है? So one of them is called a limit superior and other is called a limit inferior. Superior or inferior depends on the part which you represent here. Let's say if I take this sequence of infimums from here, so पहले मैंने क्या किया है? Infimums लिए हैं. समझना बात को. First I took infimums and then I took supremum. So if I want to represent this as कि सुप्रीमम बाहर रहेगा और इनफीमम जो है वो आपका अंदर रहेगा. सो दिस इज लिमिट सुप्रीमम. सी राइट लाइक दिस. सो व्हेन आई टेक, लेट A and B a sequence from which if supremum, please because people confuse here, if supremum यहां पर है infimum, that means पहले आपने infimum लिया होगा, then you took supremum. So this itself, sorry, this is like this. So if you take infimum first, this will be limit inferior of an, of sequence an. If you take supremum first then infimum, then it is called limit superior. समझ आई बात या नहीं? नहीं आई तो देख लो वापस से, क्योंकि ये चीजें समझाने के लिए मुझे टीचिंग का सहारा लेना पड़ा. एज ए स्टूडेंट आई नेवर डिफरेंशिएटेड दोस थिंग्स. गेटिंग? चलो, सो इसके लिए आपसे कोई भी लाइक एग्जांपल भी उठा सकते हैं. लेट्स से यही वाला उठा लीजिए, -1 का पावर n. ठीक है दोस्त? तो सीक्वेंस आपका क्या है? -1 + 1 -1 + 1 एंड सो ऑन. सो व्हाट आई डू, मान लो एक सेट लिया मैंने जिसको मैंने स्टार्ट किया है S1, मान लो मैं लेना चाह रहा हूं. S1 इज द इंफीमम ऑफ द सेट. मैंने यहीं से स्टार्ट कर दिया. S2 लिया जिसको मैंने यहां से स्टार्ट किया, 1 देन -1 एंड सो ऑन. S3 जो लिया दैट इज इंफीमम ऑफ द सेट. अब मान लो मैंने यहां से स्टार्ट किया, पहले यहां से देन यहां देन यहां. So it started from -1 and so on. Now, if I talk about infimum of this set, what is the lower bound? -1. So this is -1. Infimum of this set, again -1. Infimum of this set, again -1. So if I take a set with collection of all these infimums, so what I will be having ultimately? अब इस सेट में केवल एक ही एलिमेंट आया है और अब मैं इसका सुप्रीमम ले लूं, सो -1 itself. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस. सो व्हाट आई विल से कि लिमिट पहले क्या लिया है? infimum. So limit inferior of this sequence is -1. In the same fashion, I can go and construct capital S1, capital S2 and so on, and I will be getting capital S as +1 only, and I will say limit an का superior is +1. Is that clear? चलो. So limit superior, limit inferior, limit point, limit. So the part 1 of the exercise based on observations, no formula I have used here. Let's move on another part of the problems. Okay. Let's have some question please. Suppose that they have given some sequence an as sin n pi by 2 plus -1 raised to the power n, where n belongs to n. Then they said so that limit inferior is -1 and limit superior is +1. चलो देखो बच्चे, if you think there is any formula for such questions, then you are at the wrong path. What I have to do? With the observations. From what? With the observations. चलो करते हैं ऑब्जर्वेशन. अच्छा बच्चे एक चीज देखना, if sign is given to you and don't think there are standard rules for that. Intuition develops on the function का property. Let's say sin x है, let's say cos x है, तो sin में we know ना कि sin n pi will become 0, pi by 2 पर it will give 1, cos में the reverse condition. So whenever we have some terms like sin or cos, then don't feel something disturbing. It is easy. Just go easy and do the observation part. Let's do. Suppose that if I put in place of n as 2n. What I mean? If I take, आराम से एकदम बच्चा लोग इधर. Let's a2 अगर मैं लिखना चाहूं, what it will be dear? A sin 2 into pi by 2. Okay. प्लस माइनस 1 का पावर 2 डिवाइडेड बाई 2. So 2 से 2 cancelled out. Sin pi is 0. It ultimately turns out to be 1 by 2. Suppose that if I want to write a to n क्या होगा, like a2, a4, a6 and so on, कह सकते हैं ना. If you want to visualize, then you can write a4 also here. Sin 4 pi by 2 plus minus 1 का power 4 divided by 4. So a4 बच्चे क्या मिल जाएगा, again sin 2 pi 0, that is 1 by 4. So can I generalize this कि a to n is nothing but 1 upon 2n for n belongs to natural numbers. Is that clear or not? किसी को कोई issue? So this is the first observation here. Now let's do the other observation. Let's say I want to discuss or I want to observe some other term. एक तो a 2n a 4n something like that we can discuss. अब यहाँ a 4n लिखना होगा तो क्या बदल जाएगा, सेम प्रोसेस फॉलो होगा. अब मैं ऑड टर्म्स पर जाना चाह रहा हूँ. किस पर बच्चे? ऑड पर. So let's say I write a 4n plus 1 because this will be always even. So 4n plus 1 will be odd. So let's write this. Sin 4n plus 1 pi by 2 plus minus 1 का power 4n plus 1 by 2. So ultimately it turns out to be 1 minus 1 upon 4n plus 1. So this is minus 1 minus यहाँ लिख दिया क्योंकि minus 1 का power 4n will be positive, then minus 1 का power 1 only. So this minus is outside. So this comes out to be 4n plus 1. Check it out dear. Any doubt? Any issue? What I have done is I have tried to find a 4n plus 1 and this comes out as this. Similarly I can talk about a 4n plus 3. So if I talk about a 4n plus 3, अच्छा कुछ लोग सोच रहे होंगे यहाँ से, अभी मैं एक्चुअली इसको लिखूंगा तो ये भी आपको एकदम चमकने लगेगा. 4n plus 3 pi by 2 plus divided by 4n plus 3. Now check it out. Sin 4n plus 3. So this comes out as minus 1. Minus 1 upon 4n plus 3. अच्छा एक मिनट मुझे देखना था पीछे से दिख रहा है क्या नीचे तक. 4n plus 3 दिख रहा है. Okay. So this gives plus 1. This gives minus 1. And if you have any problem, dear student, then you just write n की जगह 1 पुट करके देख लो. sin 5 pi by 2 को ऑब्जर्व कर लो. यहाँ n की जगह 1 पुट करोगे sin 7 pi by 2 को ऑब्जर्व कर लो. ऑब्जर्व sin 5 pi by 2, sin 7 pi by 2. You will be getting here as 1, here as minus. Any issue? Now check it out. What you are doing, whatever an, कहाँ गया an? This is. Whatever an you have taken, for that either you have 1 upon 2n और देखना बच्चे 1 upon 2n हो सकता है आपके पास, 1 minus 1 upon 4n plus 1 हो सकता है और minus 1 upon 4n plus 3 kind of stuff you may have. Okay. So if you want to check the limit point, limit superior, limit inferior, anything you want to check, I am saying anything. See, suppose that I want to check limit superior. So for limit superior, what I will be doing? I will be writing capital S1, S2, S3 and so on. So what maximum लिमिट सुपीरियर के साथ में फिर बाद में मुझे जब लिमिट सुपीरियर चाहिए तो पहले तो मैं क्या लिखूंगा, सुप्रीमम्स लिखता जाऊंगा और उन सुप्रीमम का इन्फीमम ले लूंगा. सो द ग्रेटेस्ट लोअर बाउंड आई मे हैव फॉर दिस और दिस और दिस. अब इससे तो 1/2 काइंड ऑफ स्टफ मिल रहा है. सो द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू आई कैन possess एज 1 और -1. चेक इट आउट. मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितना possess करेगा an अगर n टेंड्स टू इंफिनिटी हो जाए. So 1 minus 1 upon infinity, 1 upon infinity tend to 0. So this maximum value can be 1 minus 0. Minimum value can be -1 minus of this stuff. Is that clear or not? Check out please. क्योंकि n, अच्छा कुछ लोग को यहां से तनाव आ सकता है कि सर what is the like minimum value for that? So whenever I want to like अगर ये नेगेटिव वाला बढ़ता जाएगा what may happen, this quantity whole can be decreasing and decreasing. So when you talk about limit infimum, what you do, पहले तो आप lower bounds का collection लेते जाते हो, you just taking out the lower bounds, then take supremum of that set. Clear or not? So hardly you will be getting -1 there and +1 as maximum. So I guess this was your question कि लिमिट सुपीरियर और लिमिट इंफीरियर आपको +1 और -1 शो करना था. Am I clear to you all? So this is the beauty of observations and reading definitions. Okay मेरे बच्चे? Any issue? So the part 1 of the exercise depends on such questions. Now you are advised to solve all other questions. इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन they asked in the PYQs like CSE exam also. Such ये जो ऐसे formulas हैं इनके ऊपर they also asked in CSE as well as IFOS exam. Clear? I also have the PYQs. मैं उसका year भी डाल सकता हूँ, but I am not bothering about year. Because you believe. If you don't believe, then go through the previous year questions. You will see कि such questions are asked. Okay? चलो पानी पी लेते हैं ना, क्योंकि आज ये हमें न्यूमेरिकल वाले पार्ट्स पे काम करना है आज. And in the same fashion we will be moving on. आगे बढ़ो अभी. चलो बच्चों, अभी नेक्स्ट पार्ट विल बी डिपेंडिंग ऑन लिमिट कैलकुलेशन. पार्ट 2 भी डियर. चलो पार्ट 2 किस पर आता बच्चे? कैलकुलेटिंग द लिमिट ऑफ गिवन सीक्वेंस. Calculating the limit of the sequence given. Fine. For this we had 2 methods. Number first, finding limit n tends to infinity of nth term. Other was an minus L for any given epsilon greater than 0. There exists a finite positive integer such that an minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater or equal to n. These two definitions were with us. Clear है अभी? If you are not clear, then go through the previous lecture first, because this online learning is very much disciplined learning. I cannot repeat anything like n number of times. Okay? Sorry. So limit n tends to infinity find करना, या फिर अब इसके लिए we may have different limit theorems. So what I'm gonna do is I will take some questions for this, some questions for this. Okay? तो चलो let's पहले यहां से start कर देते हैं. So there is a question. क्वेश्चन है बच्चे, द सीक्वेंस an converges to, just in short words I am saying, converges to 2 where an दे रखा है 3 plus 2 root n divided by root n. Clear? Please इसको be careful here because you people struggle lot here, but this means itself I am repeatedly saying in that group कि dear, if you are following this lecture series you will feel one step ahead of every aspirant. I am saying whoever taking coaching. चलिए, so what I wish to have, since देखिएगा, if I want to follow this method, please note it, आप चाहें तो स्टार मार के अपनी कॉपी में लिख लीजिए. If I want to apply this method, then I should have idea about L. If I don't have idea about L, I cannot apply this method. Similarly like epsilon delta, जो कि 2 lectures के बाद start हो जाएगा, limit function and limit continuity में. So what I wish to have कि I want to check कि whether this L is the limit or not. So step 1, what I do is, please be on the board. First I write an minus L. So this comes out to be, बच्चे देखेंगे step 1 को, an is what, 3 plus 2 root n divided by root n minus 2. L क्या प्रूफ, क्या चेक करना चाहते हैं, 2 को. So this ultimately turns out to be 3 by root n plus 2, root n से root n cancel out, minus 2, and this turns out to be modulus of 3 by root n. Now the step 2 starts. Very important step. What you wish to have? बोलो बोलो. Wish to have. And this is the most crucial step. People do this रट्टा मार. What I wish to have बच्चे? कि 3 by root n, अगर this comes out to be less than epsilon, my job is done. यही तो होगा. So let's say I wish to have this, because I wish to have like this. Clear है अभी? चलो. So if this happens, मतलब मेरी wish पूरी करने के लिए ये होना चाहिए. This should be, this implies 3 should be less than epsilon root n, होना चाहिए या नहीं? So you can say this implies, if I say from here, what I can say, 9 upon epsilon square. I take this as m. Check it out please. Job is done. Epsilon is some quantity positive tending to 0. So let's say I take the value, please be on the board. If I take epsilon का value 1 by 4, so this will become 1 by 16, तो 16 into 9, 144. Means I choose m equals to 1 by 44, और जब जब m इस n से बड़ा होगा, check it out. This 9 by epsilon square, इस क्वांटिटी से चेक कीजिए, कहां गया, n sorry, for all n greater or equal to m. So this is 9 by n sorry, this is this. Check out. What we do in such questions, step 1, write this. Reach here, okay? After reaching here, now start visualizing कि what I wish to have, I wish to have less than epsilon here, means this should hold. If this should hold, then this should hold. So if I choose, means अगर मैं यहाँ से इसका स्क्वायर कर दूँ, 3 by इसका कर दूँ ना 9, इसको इधर भेज दूँ, तो n should be greater than 9 by epsilon square or not? तनाव तो लेने रखते हैं भाई. This is 9 by epsilon square और यहाँ पर हो गया n. So those epsilon is a quantity, positive quantity tending to 0. Let's say if I choose epsilon equals to 1 by 2, put 1 by 2 here, it will become 36. So what I said कि choose m equals 36. क्या किया? epsilon अगर 1 by 2 लिया, so you have m equals 9 upon 1 by 2 का स्क्वायर, that is 36. तो बोलता है कि an minus l will be less than epsilon. बोलिए, what it says. अब इसको पढ़िए स्टेप 1 और 2 को कंबाइन करते हुए कि an minus 2 is less than epsilon whenever, किसके लिए? Let's say you have given me कि 1 by 2 से छोटा चाहिए. लो, कब बच्चे? m greater or equal, sorry, n greater or equal to 36. इक्वलिटी हटाना चाहते हैं तो ग्रेटर देन यहां पर, नहीं तो यहां 37 लिख दीजिए, कोई इशू नहीं है. If you said सर मैं तो एप्सिलॉन 1 by 5 लेना चाहूंगा, तो दो ना एप्सिलॉन 1 by 5. आपने दिया एप्सिलॉन 1 by 5, तो मैंने कहा an minus 2 is less than 1 by 5 whenever n greater than 9 by 1 upon 5 का स्क्वायर. So 2 to 5. So this is the value of m. This is the value of m. क्लियर हुआ पिक्चर की? नहीं. So this is the beauty of learning definition, visualization and thinking the sequences. So now conclude कर देंगे अगर हम इसको. What I can conclude here, see I am taking time here knowingly because I know you people struggle here. You never realize कि what is epsilon, what is that m. Am I clear? So now अगर मैं इसको summarize करूं, what I can say बच्चे कि for every epsilon, please focus on the words. For every given epsilon greater than 0, there exists m equals 9 upon epsilon square such that modulus of an minus 2 is less than epsilon for all n greater or equal to or greater than m. Because एक नंबर फाइनाइट नंबर को कुछ भी डिफर नहीं करेगा. So this is the sequence. The sequence an converges to 2 or 2 is the limit of the sequence an. समझ आया? So this is the beauty of definition. चलो. Sit. So method 1 is okay. I guess abhi you people can try other examples for this this type of method. You are suggested to practice for this. Don't cram the things after this lecture. This is not lecture, this is tutorial for you guys. Okay? चलो अभी लिमिट वाले पर जाते हैं. ओके बच्चे? Let's say मैं कोई एक सीक्वेंस उठा लेता हूं आपके लिए. अच्छा, ऑब्जर्वेशन वाला you can do, that is fair enough. तो इससे पहले इसमें कॉसी सीक्वेंसेस वाला फंडा दे रखा है लिमिट थ्योरम से पहले. सो कॉसी डिस्कस कर दूं क्या? बीच में थ्योरेटिकल थोड़ा आ जाएगा, कॉसी कर सकता हूं. अच्छा चलो पहले प्रॉब्लम सारे कर देते हैं सीक्वेंसेस वाले. ओके, कॉसी के लिए मैं 5 मिनट का लेक्चर बना देता हूँ, मतलब 5-10 मिनट का अलग से. मिनट वर्क अभी चाहिए तो चलो. कॉसी सीक्वेंस. व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट कॉसी सीक्वेंस, समझेंगे इस चीज को. वैसे तो आपकी बुक में डेफिनेशन लिखी है और आप रट्टा लगाते रहते हैं बैठे बैठे. When I talk about Cauchy sequence, so we say कि an is a Cauchy sequence. I am just making you visualize. देखिएगा कीवर्ड इसका, the difference, what? The difference between consecutive terms simply terms after some finite number of terms becomes or tends to 0. So दोस्त कॉशी सीक्वेंस पता क्या कहता है? कॉशी सीक्वेंस, कॉशी ने कहा कि ओके यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कन्वर्जेंस ऑफ द लिमिट. I can also give one concept of this Cauchy sequence, call it as Cauchy sequence. What it says कि बोलता है whatever sequence you have, let's say this is my A0, A1, A2, A3. Let's say this is my A50. Okay. After that, sequence का condensation is there. Means terms are coinciding at this value particular. Let's say this value is L. So what Cauchy says कि after some finite number of terms, the difference between terms of the sequence tends to 0. अभी some people may confuse, सर यही तो कन्वर्जेंट का बताया था. So बच्चे रियल सीक्वेंसेस के लिए क्या लगे? रियल सीक्वेंसेस के लिए कॉसी बोले तो कन्वर्जेंट और कन्वर्जेंट बोले तो कॉसी. So although Cauchy gave a phenomena, but for real sequences we may lie with the same thing, but if those sequences are not real, then this term, difference between two consecutive terms and convergence of a sequence will be like maybe different, may have different interpretations. Okay? So what you do is, अब इसी को आप डेफिनेशन वाले पार्ट में जब लिखते हैं तो बोलते हैं कि an plus b minus an is less than epsilon for p greater or equal to, for p equals 1, 2, 3 and so on. ऐसे लिखते हैं पर बच्चे. So what it says actually? It says, let's say you take the value of p equals 1. तो an plus 1 minus an का डिफरेंस इज लेस देन एप्सिलॉन. यू टेक p का वैल्यू 5, तो an plus 5 minus a5 an is less than epsilon. So basic idea is this only. Am I clear or not? सबको. So whenever you have some question from Cauchy, what I suggest you, based on this, there are n number of questions are given in the PDF. You see those examples. Also beautiful examples are given there. So in this tutorial I just wanted to convey some message कि what is Cauchy actually. So focus on these two lines only. You will be compatible. In case of real sequences दोनों भाई भाई हैं. Clear? चलो. Also there is one standard example, वो हर book like it is given in each book, so you people are suggested to solve that also. But other questions I have taken in that PDF which I provided you. आगे बढ़ो अभी. चलो. अच्छा, Cauchy के ऊपर भी कुछ questions हैं. I'll be taking those questions like in the CSE they ask questions over that. Once I have done this theorems and monotonic, then again I will be discussing this Cauchy again, because Cauchy and convergence हमें दोनों पर काम करना होता है for our CSE preparation. So what I have discussed, part 1 observations, part 2 के अंदर 2 methods, एक तो लिमिट फाइंड करना, दूसरा है एप्सिलॉन वाले डेफिनेशन पे, like let's work on एप्सिलॉन वाला डेफिनेशन. So finding the limits, एक तो मुझे मान लो सीधा सीधा अभी are able to calculate the limit directly, like putting the n tends to infinity. Okay, let's say if an is a sequence 1 by n belongs to n, so क्या हो जाएगा, limit n tends to infinity, an equals क्या हो जाएगा 1 upon infinity that tends to 0. So हम क्या बोल देंगे, sequence an converges to 0. But this type of easy problems are not expected. So to calculate limit, what dear? to calculate limits, we use some standard results. What? Standard results or theorems. So in that PDF which is shared in the Telegram group, I have proved these results. तो एग्जाम में not expected, but for your understanding only I have done. What I need to do is, UPSC aspirant, you are suggested to solve examples based on these results. What dear? They suggested to solve examples based on these results. So let's have, मैं 1 2 3 4 क्वेश्चंस कुछ लेता हूँ वहाँ पे, and I will tell you how to use those results. Fine dear. चलो. So let's take the first is sandwich theorem, that is squeeze theorem. I'll be taking examples for all. Okay. Because this tutorial class, I already said, maybe of 1 hour or maybe more than 1 hour, whatever is that. Chalo. So number first theorem is sandwich theorem or squeeze theorem. What it says here, कि if you have some sequence an which is less or equal to some bn but greater or equal to some cn, means an is squeezed between cn and bn. An is sandwiched. Bread है तो this is bread 1, this is bread 2, and this is just your aloo, potato. Getting? So an is sandwiched between cn and bn. So what this theorem says, कि if limit cn is L and limit bn is L, when I say limit means limit n tends to infinity. Okay बच्चे? Then limit an will also be n, means an will be converging to L. Fair enough? So this is the squeeze theorem. So let's take some example for this theorem. So let's take some example. Okay. What the question, that is example in your book, and that is given as, so that example is given as बच्चों कि अपने को एक सीक्वेंस लिया bn where bn equals 1 upon n plus 1 का स्क्वायर प्लस 1 upon n plus 2 का स्क्वायर प्लस 1 upon n plus n, यहाँ पर 2n दे रखा है, so that is 1 upon n plus n का स्क्वायर. Ultimately bn is this. Now I want to check the convergence of this sequence bn. So what I wish to have, although I may have n number of ways, जैसे जैसे we will move on, we will be coming to know what are those possible ways. Here, knowingly I want to apply this. So मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा मेरे बच्चे? bn को sandwich करना होगा. We'll have to do bn sandwiched between some cn and dn. Okay, so very good thing, observations. So what बच्चे? Observe now कि what can be that cn and dn. Such thing happens. अच्छा बच्चे, एकदम बच्चा वाला. See, if I replace 1 by n, तो क्या हो जाएगा? Denominator will be increasing. If denominator is increasing, तो whole quantity will be decreasing or not? बोलो बोलो. So what I do, एक बार तो देखेंगे, please be on the board, इस denominator को बढ़ा देते हैं. Not only this, I will increase all denominator. I will write cn as 1 upon n plus n का स्क्वायर n प्लस n का स्क्वायर, 1 अपॉन n प्लस n का स्क्वायर। सो ये जो Cn होगा, if denominator is being increased, so obviously the quantity will be decreased. Denominator is increased from 2 to n, so this quantity is decreased. This whole Cn quantity is decreased. So what I can say here is कि Cn will be less or equal to Bn. Okay? Fine. चलो, let's do another observation here, and that is the beauty of this lecture series कि we focus on those things which usually people left out in usual coachings. Sorry, वैसे usually मैं ऐसी बातें करता नहीं हूँ। चलो, so dn अब मैं क्या करता हूँ, इसका जस्ट उल्टा मार दो, रिवर्स कर दिया, डिनोमिनेटर को छोटा कर दो, डिक्रीज द डिनोमिनेटर, क्वांटिटी विल बी इंक्रीज्ड। सो डू इट। इसमें 1 ऐड हो रहा था, मैंने 1 को ही हटा दिया। Check it out. Now, with these Cn and Dn, this will hold or not? Please tell me. So if I this, ये क्या है? 1 upon 2n का स्क्वायर, 1 upon 2n का स्क्वायर means 1 upon n टाइम्स ऐड हो रहा है ना, देखिएगा n टर्म्स है तो 1 plus 1 plus n टाइम्स n, और डिनोमिनेटर में क्या रह जाएगा 4n स्क्वायर। सो अल्टीमेटली वी हैव एज 1 upon 4n। ओके बच्चे, and for this dn what will be n upon n square, and that will be 1 upon n। okay बच्चे, any doubt? So for this what I did is कि here my bn lying between cn से तो बड़ा है मेरे बच्चे, 1 upon 4n square 4n सॉरी, और इससे 1 upon n से तो छोटा है, किसके लिए? फॉर ऑल n बिलोंग्स टू नेचुरल नंबर। बजाओ ताली, हो गया? चलो अब करो, दिस bn इज सैंडविच्ड बिटवीन cn एंड dn। अच्छा बच्चे, इसकी लिमिट बताओ जरा, लिमिट n टेंड्स टू इंफिनिटी, 1 upon 4n इज 0। इसकी लिमिट बताओ, लिमिट n टेंड्स टू इंफिनिटी, 1 upon n is 0. So bn is sandwiched between 0 and 0. Come here. So L equals 0. Therefore, what I can say, limit bn is also 0. इसलिए bn कहाँ सीक्वेंस कन्वर्ज कर जाएगा दोस्त? 0। Any doubt? Squeeze theorem is clear or not? So these are some basic terminologies, basic attitude there. People don't do it. People think ये रट्टा लगा देते हैं, रट्टा लगा देते हैं। अरे बहुत रट्टा है यार। Clear है अभी? So this is what? Squeeze theorem. आगे मूव करें अभी? चलो। नेक्स्ट, अभी अपने पास पहला तो स्क्वीज थ्योरम हो गया, अभी इसकी बात समझ गए, सैंडविच करने को Cn और Dn खोजो, एंड विद बेसिक एटीट्यूड ओनली, एकदम 7th 8th क्लास वाला एटीट्यूड। ओके, आई एम मूविंग ऑन सेकंड थ्योरम, दैट इज कॉचीज थ्योरम ऑन फर्स्ट थ्योरम ऑन लिमिट्स, गिवन इन योर पीडीएफ, गिवन इन योर बुक। सो व्हाट इट सेज हियर, इसका स्टेटमेंट देखेंगे, कॉची थ्योरम ऑन फर्स्ट लिमिट का बच्चे बोलता है, इफ लिमिट n टेंड्स टू इंफिनिटी an is L, then limit n टेंड्स टू इंफिनिटी a1 plus a2 plus an divided by n is also L. Focus on here. अभी अरे this we can do with the like previous वाला example, you can also observe here. कैन डू और नॉट? चलिए मैं आपको बोलता हूं, लेट्स से an मेरा हो जाए 1/n. ओके, so a1 will be 1/1, a2 will be 1/2. Forget about this. We'll take some other example because this may be very easy for us guys. I'll take some like good question जहाँ से आपको थोड़ा सा observation उस पे बने. चलो, example is बोल रहा है कि you have to show limit n tends to infinity 1/n 1 plus 2 raised to the power 1/2 plus 3 raised to the power 1/3 plus n raised to the power 1/n as 1. Okay बच्चे, so what I have actually basically I had the intention behind this कि मैं थोड़ा सा और आपको elaborate कर ले जाऊं. If I observe from here, what do you do? मास्टर ऑब्जर्वेशन पर बहुत फोकस करता है. So an अगर मैं ले लूं n का पावर 1/n, okay, and if I am able to calculate what is limit n tends to infinity n power 1/n, and if it comes out to be 1, then a1 की जगह 1 पुट करो, so you will get 1. a2 की जगह 2 पुट करो, so 2 power 1/2 and so on. Means if I observe an as n and able to calculate this limit, then job is done with the Cauchy first theorem on limit. Clear or not? चलो, so although I can tell you कि this comes out as 1, but the intention here was कि चलो वो भी आपको सिखा देते हैं. When power of something comes into the picture, and this CSE 2022 means अभी indeterminate form वाले में भी यही होता है. This same thing we do in the indeterminate forms, calculating limits. Thing is consolidation. Why teacher is here? Consolidate the things from here, there and there at one place. So whenever you have some power kind of stuff, what the procedure you will follow, that I am going to tell you here. Right? Step 1, सबसे पहले, and don't be in hurry क्योंकि your paper is subjective, so be cool. Let an equals to, क्योंकि we want to calculate limit of such. चलो, take log on both sides. Procedure, whenever power comes into the picture, so log of a will be 1/n log n. Now take limit on both sides. Base e है log का, so limit n tends to infinity 1/n log n. Clear है अभी? चलो, so n tends to infinity, log infinity. This you can write if you have log of infinity. You can write it as log of 1/0. You can write log 1 minus log 0, and log 1 is 0, and log 0 tends to minus infinity. So log infinity will tend to minus infinity or infinity here, and n tends to infinity. So बच्चे ये किसका फॉर्म है? Infinity by infinity फॉर्म. So क्या कर देंगे? Apply L'Hopital. हॉस्पिटल नहीं होता है, pronounce as L'Hopital rule. So differentiation of numerator and differentiation of denominator. क्या मिल जाएगा मेरे बच्चे? Limit n tends to infinity log of a equals log n का differentiation. Limit n tends to infinity log n का differentiation with respect to n will be 1/n, और n का differentiation denominator वाले का 1. Ultimately 1/infinity tend to 0. So क्या मिल गया बच्चे? Please be cautious here, otherwise you may feel the trauma. This is किसका लिमिट? Logarithmic of a. मुझे किसका लिमिट चाहिए? a का. So don't forget to take the anti-log. So anti-log लेंगे तो मुझे क्या मिल जाएगा? Limit n tends to infinity a will be equals to e raised to power 0, and e raised to power 0 is 1. So a is what? N power 1/n. So this limit comes out to be 1. In the same fashion, जब भी आपको पावर वाला गेम दिखेगा ना, मजा आ जाएगा एकदम से. आज के बाद keep it, make it a point. Whenever you have something like in powers, मारो गोली उसको, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता अपने को. Whenever I have something like this, take log on both sides. log 1 plus x को यहां से एक्सपेंड कर दो. x माइनस, सो यहां से ये वाला खुलेगा 1 upon n. 1 plus x is x minus x square by 2 and plus x cube by 3 and so on. क्लियर है अभी? इस वाले n को अंदर भेज देंगे, सो क्या मिल जाएगा 1 upon n square and so on. लिमिट ले लेंगे जब दोनों तरफ, तो limit n tends to infinity, 1 upon n square and so on will be 0. So limit of a will be, for n tends to infinity, will be 1. Sorry, e raised to power 1. Getting? So whenever we have terms like this, यहाँ पर 1 plus x raised to the power x हो सकता है, 1 plus x raised to the power 1 upon x हो सकता है. Anything can be there. The thing is, don't think about what the result is going to become. Think about, you have to take the log, then observe what condition you are gonna get. Apply that condition. You may feel कि वहां पर log 1 plus x का expansion यूज कर सकते हैं और indeterminate form में L'Hopital rule लगा सकते हैं. Whatever thing you feel here, just apply there. So whenever power comes into the picture, you have to follow this procedure. At the end, don't follow taking the anti-log. तो इसके लिए जो log मिलेगा anti-log करके वो e बन जाता है. Moreover, 1 plus 1 upon raised to the power n alpha by n लिख दूंगा यहाँ पर. If I take alpha by n, it comes out as e raised to power alpha. So such results we remember also. Am I clear or not? So for such theorems, Cauchy first theorem, similarly for Cauchy second theorem, Cicero's theorem, things is what the method you have to follow. Please make it a point. Don't think कि सब बाकी वाला भी करवा दो. It is online learning, okay? Note down 2 points. Remember the statement. What? Remember the statement. Also remember such small procedures so that on applying those procedures you get the result very quickly. Any doubt? Chalo. Yeah, one more thing, the procedures I'm going to discuss here is those are crucial to start to do exercises. Still many of you are sending your doubts in the group also, so I'm taking those doubts, replying instantly because this is online learning, instant doubt clearing. Okay, पानी पी लेते हैं ना. चलो. So now I am coming on the monotonic वाला part. Basically what I'm gonna do is, what examples are given here in this Malik Arora book. मोनोटॉनिक वाले में मैंने आपको क्या चेक करने को बोला था? रिकॉल द लेक्चर. मोनोटोनिसिटी या मोनोटॉनिक सीक्वेंस है और बाउंडेड है. फाइन. These two terms we have to check for this monotonic वाला part. Here also we have subsequences into the picture. I told you subsequences are coming from the original sequence without changing their places. Like if I have the sequence xn, तो क्या होगा? x1, x2, x3 and so on. Please summarize this chapter here only because CAC or IFS exam 70% problems will be from this only. And all examples of Malik Arora book you have to solve. I am saying all examples you have to solve multiple times. What? Multiple times. And one more special suggestion what I felt in the exam, try to conclude, try to mark star over there, like over places where you struck. Suppose that at the time of checking of monotonicity, how they use subsequences. In some questions they don't use subsequences. तो क्या करेंगे, in which example जहां पर subsequences use हो रहा है, mark star there. Clear? Boundedness में mathematical induction kind of stuff अगर कहीं इन दोनों में ही how MI is being used in applying mathematical induction, what problems we are facing actually, that we need to understand. Am I clear or not? Any doubt? चलो, so subsequences use करेंगे, mathematical induction use करेंगे इस topic में. All examples you need to solve. Clear? So when I say subsequences, so let's say yn is a sequence which comes like this. Let's say zn is another sequence which comes like this. Let's say wn is another subsequence of xn which comes like x1, x5, x9 and so on. If I write some other psi n like x3 लिख दिया, x1 लिख दिया and so on, this is not a subsequence of this original sequence. Is that clear or not? Everyone? Fine. So this is called odd indices वाला, even indices के साथ subsequence. Basically these you will be using in this monotonic wala part. What I'm gonna do is I'm just taking one example for you, and questions are also given in the PDF. I'll try to iterate where you can struck off. Okay. So let's say I take a question. एक सीक्वेंस है हमारे पास Sn, where Sn is given by 1 upon n plus 1 plus 1 upon n plus 2 plus 1 upon n plus n for all n belongs to n. Now I want to apply monotonic convergence theorem here. Okay बच्चे, simple thing is सबसे पहला काम अपने को चेक करना है कि टर्म्स आर मोनोटोनिकली इंक्रीजिंग और डिक्रीजिंग. सो इफ आई राइट Sn plus 1 minus Sn, तो क्या मिलेगा मुझे मेरे बच्चे, बोलो. 1 upon n plus 2, 1 upon n plus 2 up to 1 upon n plus n plus 1 upon n plus n plus 1. This is Sn plus 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1, 1 upon n plus 2 up to 1 upon n plus n. So when I subtract, this is cancelled out, this is cancelled out, this is cancelled out. I have ultimately 1 upon n plus 1, that is nothing but 1 upon 2n plus 1. Is that clear or not? So Sn plus 1, what it is? टर्म्स क्या दे रखे हैं, Sn plus 1 लिख दिया माइनस Sn लिख दिया, 1 upon 2n plus 1, 1 upon 2n को क्यों आ रहा है? Let me check it please. Sn is this. If I talk about Sn plus 1, okay. Very good actually. I myself struck here. What they did is the Sn is like this, then Sn plus 1, how it is written? My God, actually in the one of lecture, I guess, abhi mujhe yaad aaya, in the 2019 lecture was like, I was also like doing the same stuff. What they did is Sn plus 1 is very good, दाग लगना अच्छा होता है ना. So this is n की जगह बोल रहा है n plus 1 रखो. Getting? So this is n plus 1 and this is Sn. Now find Sn plus 1 minus Sn. Getting? So this will be 1 upon n plus 2. This will be 1 upon n plus 3. So 1 upon n plus 2 वाला तो 1 upon n plus 2 से हो जाएगा. ये n से इस पे कैंसिल हो जाएगा. Ultimately I'll be having as 1 upon 2n plus 1 plus 1 upon 2n plus 2. दो टर्म्स यहाँ से बचेगा, माइनस का एक उसका वाला बचेगा, ये पहला वाला टर्म. क्लियर? So Sn plus 1 minus Sn. अल्टीमेटली अगर मैं इन दोनों को 2n plus 2 यहाँ से निकाल दूं, यहाँ से कर दूं, तो 1 upon I will be having 2 into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 for all n belongs to n. So the first job is to do this. Fine. One most important thing, please dear, don't do such mistakes which I did earlier कि Sn plus 1 generally उस पे n plus 1 लिख गया. Sn is defined like this, then Sn plus 1 will be defined like this. What earlier I did, उसके अंदर मैंने इसको जैसे मान लो a1 लिखा, then a2 लिखा, then केवल एक टर्म. यहाँ पर nth term itself contains n terms. So n plus 1th term itself will be containing n plus 1th term. So that. Clear है? अच्छा ये लास्ट वाला भी n plus 1 बन जाएगा. Okay. So what I did is, now this quantity is positive, this quantity is positive, this whole quantity is greater than 0. So what you shown here, Sn plus 1 minus Sn is positive for all n belongs to natural number. So this implies sequence Sn is monotonically increasing. Clear? Any doubt? The first thing. Other thing which we have to observe is boundedness. So if people are confused between monotonically increasing or decreasing, तो मैं उनके लिए केवल इतना ही बात बोलूँगा. If something is increasing, let's say this is the point x1, this is x2. So if x2 is greater than x1 and f of x2 be increasing, then f of x2 minus f of x1 must be greater or equal to 0 for x2 greater or equal to x1, or x2 minus x1 greater or equal to 0. So this similarly implies s2 minus s1 greater than 0, s3 minus s2 is greater than 0, and so on. So this is monotonically increasing. For boundedness, what I have to do is either the observation or mathematical induction method. So if I go by the observation, if I take n tends to infinity, so what will happen? 1 upon infinity tend to 0, 0, 0, 0 means, और n नेगेटिव तो हो नहीं सकता, तो बच्चे जो Sn होगा that must be greater or equal to 0. इक्वलिटी इसलिए नहीं लगा रहा हूं क्योंकि n tends to infinity पे जाके 0 मिलेगा and I don't know where infinity is. So I say कि it will tend to 0 means it will be strictly increasing to 0 but very closer to 0. Less than, अब देखिए, if I take n का minimum value 1, it will be 1 by 2. It will be 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 and so on. What I can say is Sn का value cannot be greater than 1 whatever n का value you put here. So what you shown कि Sn is bounded sequence. Okay dear? Any issue? So what I told in the lecture is कि if a sequence is monotonically increasing and it is bounded, so this sequence must be convergent. क्लियर है अभी? सो दिस मेथड इज क्लियर, मोनोटोन कन्वर्जेंस वाला. ओके, one more question I will be taking here is जहां पर mathematical induction use हो जाए, so that you people are familiar with that, and with that I will end the lecture in this tutorial class. Let's say because UPSC asks questions from here also, एक sequence लिया उन्होंने SN और sequence को उन्होंने लिया है 1 root 3 square root of 3 root 3 square root of 3 and so on. Is that clear? So first is simply observe S2 greater than S1 or not. Observe please. कहाँ गया? S2 root 3 का वैल्यू 1 point something ना. So this is greater than. Similarly you can observe S3 greater than S2. So what mathematical induction says? कि let its true, please focus, for n equals to k means we have sk plus 1 greater than sk. Then we need to show true for, it is true for n equals to k plus 1 और फिर उसके बाद all natural number के लिए true हो जाएगा. So if what I did here is, please focus and mark star here because you people may feel problem here. इसके बाद बता दूंगा फिर तो क्लियर हो जाएगा. So what you did is, आप देखिए यहाँ पर अगर मैं इस पे मैथमेटिकल इंडक्शन लगाने की आपके साथ बात करूं, so what I can write in general, देखिएगा अपने पास क्या फॉर्मूला है. Sn as in general, please be on the board. Sm is less than 3. This implies less than root 3. Sm, this implies root than 3 into 3 implies, sorry, this is less than 3. So यहाँ से तो boundedness आपका आ गया. Okay, okay, this is for boundedness. Fine. वो तो zero bound है. अभी हम monotonic के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. So Sn के लिए अगर मैं चेक करूँ, अच्छा उससे भी थी तो हो ही गया. फाइन, हाँ वो ठीक तो लिखा था यार. Sm is less than 3. This implies root 3 Sm less than root 3 into 3, that is less than 3. Means हर अगले टर्म के साथ root 3 होता जा रहा है. So ultimately I cannot cross this value. So what we can say कि जो sequence Sn है that is lying between 0 and 3, क्योंकि नेगेटिव में तो जा ही रहा है, 1 से तो ऊपर ही है, तो 0 नीचे निकालो. 1 and 3. So this sequence is lying between this. Now if we check the sequence का monotonicity, check it out please. I guess यहाँ पर अगर आप monotonic, मैं black pen से कर देता हूँ. अगर मैं ये लेकर चल रहा हूं, दिस इंप्लाइज कि मेरे पास अगर मैं sk plus 1 या कोई भी टर्म यहां पर ले रहा हूं, sm plus 1 whatever you take, so root 3 sk will be greater or equal to root 3 sk. Is that fine? And now I wish to have root 3 k plus 2, कि उसका रिलेशन क्या होगा. So by using the mathematical induction, if I am able to get this flow, मैं यहाँ पर जानबूझ के टाइम ले रहा हूँ थोड़ा सा, because you people क्या, every student confuses here only. So when you want to do this mathematical induction kind of stuff, आपने मान लिया आराम से, है ना, you supposed कि let this holds for n equals to k. So जब this holds तो बच्चे sk plus 1 इस सीक्वेंस से ऑब्जर्व कीजिए. जैसे मैं यहाँ से ऑब्जर्व करूँ, x3 ऑब्जर्व करूँ, so x3 can be written as, please be on the board, square root of 3 into x2. Can I write like this? So the same I have written here. So if I consider this, then I need to show कि it's holding for n equals to k plus 1 2. Means बच्चे यहाँ वाले पार्ट पर अगर मैं बात करूँ, आई नीड टू शो कि स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ या फिर एस के प्लस टू इज ग्रेटर देन एस के प्लस वन, तभी तो इंक्रीजिंग जाएगा। और n इक्वल्स टू के के लिए ट्रू मान चुके हैं हम। अच्छा बच्चे, एस के प्लस वन की अगर मैं बात करूं, सो दिस इज इक्वल टू नथिंग बट 3sk फ्रॉम द ऑब्जर्वेशन ऑफ दैट। इज दैट क्लियर और नॉट? सो यू कैन से कि sk प्लस टू माइनस sk प्लस वन इज पॉजिटिव और नॉट? सो दिस implies कि sk या सीक्वेंस xn is monotonically increasing, because by mathematical induction what we say is कि if anything is true for 1 2 up to k, then it is also true for k plus 1, then it is true for all natural numbers. Is that clear or not? So यहाँ mathematical induction में you people may be confused. I tried my best here. If you are confused, still you go on the book. होता क्या है ना, कई बार like if we are into the lecture, so many times like mind got struck. Still जैसे यहाँ पर, but I rectified कि अच्छा मुझे क्या करना था, तो boundedness was observed, monotonicity is observed, so this sequence is convergent. Fine. More importantly, if sequence is convergent, अभी सवाल आपका खत्म नहीं हुआ, not lengthy, अगर आप step by step इसको मूव करेंगे, you will feel very good here. So step 1 monotonic हो गया, step 2 bounded हो गया. So by monotone convergence theorem, this sequence Sn is convergent. Okay? So when I talked about convergence of a sequence, what I told you guys कि if a sequence is convergent, then it converges to some L and that L is unique. तो बच्चे लिमिट, इसका मतलब क्या है, लिमिट n tends to infinity is L. So sequence का convergence, please focus here. Sequence का convergence behavior does not altered by leaving some finite number of terms. So if this says, then this also holds for limit n tends to infinity Sn plus 1 भी तो L ही रहेगा. Is that clear or not? Limit n tends to infinity Sn plus 50,000 भी L ही रहेगा. That is the definition. So by monotone convergence theorem, what we have shown here is कि sequence is convergent, so it will converge to some unique real number. Is that clear or not? सबको? So what was the sequence given to you? Sequence क्या था बच्चे मेरे? Sm plus 1 was nothing but square root of 3 Sm. Take limit on both sides. So this is L, this is square root of 3 into L, L square बराबर 3L, so it comes out as, and don't lose the patience here, L is 0 or L is 3, but L equals to 0 not possible for us because sequence itself is starting from 1. So L equals to मतलब कन्वर्स जहां करेगा, 0 को तो कन्वर्स कर नहीं सकता, 1 से ऊपर जाएगा. So other value what I got? So my answer will be कि sequence Sn will converge to 3. So this is the whole procedure for monotone convergence theorems. Is that clear or not? Any issue? Also इसके अंदर और जो एग्जांपल्स हैं मैं आपको क्लैरिफाई कर देता हूं. कुछ एग्जांपल्स में दे हैव यूज्ड सब सीक्वेंसेस वाला पार्ट, ट्राई दोस. सम एग्जांपल जहां पर ये मैथमेटिकल इंडक्शन, जैसे जहां पर फार्मूला दे हैव गिवन an + 1 = 1/2 an + 9/an, द सेम प्रोसीजर यू कैन फॉलो. वन क्वेश्चन सीएससी में दे हैव आस्क्ड मल्टीपल टाइम्स, यूपीएससी में सीक्वेंस xn और एग्जांपल 22 दैट इज, मतलब उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं. x1 उन्होंने 1/2 दिया, y1 1 दिया, xn दे दिया, xn minus 1 into yn minus 1 और 1 upon yn दे दिया 1 upon 2 1 upon xn plus 1 upon yn minus 1. So I will just take the just 1 minute only. Here this is nothing but geometric mean. So the observation you must be very clear with it. So this question they are repeatedly asking. So what it is, if you observe this, xn is nothing but geometric mean of xn minus 1 and yn minus 1. Here yn is nothing but harmonic mean of xn and yn minus 1. The rest of the story will be same as which we done previously. So if you observe, मतलब monotonicity check कर लो और boundedness check कर लो, then apply the monotone convergence theorem. In some question in previous example they have also उन्होंने कुछ even sequences like s2n plus 1 odd के साथ में कुछ convergence किया है और even के साथ में 2n plus 2 sorry and so on. So what they have done is subsequences वाला theorem भी they have used one example. So what I can tell you is dear subsequences में अच्छा subsequences वाला भी एक बार थोड़ा मुझे डिस्कशन करना होगा यहाँ पर. So this वाला example you try. If any doubt then please let me know in the group or comment section. Subsequences वाला is bit like interesting. You may confuse here, so I am less theory part here, tutorial other than the tutorial. Subsequences. Suppose that I have a sequence an. Even indices wala sequence I have represented by a to n. Odd indices wala sequence subsequence I represented by a to n plus 1 kind of stuff. Okay. So this is the parent sequence. This is subsequence of this. This is subsequence of this. Now if someone says कि this subsequence converges to L, this converges to L, L1 L2 मान लेते हैं, चलो ठीक है. Then क्या मेरा parent sequence भी L1 को ही L को converge करेगा, ठीक है. कब? जब L1 equals L2 equals L हो जाए. Please notice here, very important stuff I am discussing now. Means telling the nature of parent sequence with the help of subsequences. What I am telling here? Nature of parent sequence with the help of subsequences. So if you take some subsequence with even indices, means A2, A4, A6 and so on, A1, A3, A5 and so on, if both of these subsequences converges to the same real number L, then the parent sequence will also converge to the L. Check it out. If suppose that they have said